تقدر تشوفوا البرزنتيشن؟
أنا أشوفها، تفضل.
شكرا. So I want to share some ideas about the changes that I see in university education and how our university here in Toronto is handling them, and what the future might look like. First thing that I would like probably just to mention here is the cultural aspect. I know that we talk a lot about technology, but at the end of the day, if you want to change is a mindset, and it's unfortunately related to our culture. And of course, somebody that was born and raised in Algeria, I think I understand the culture, despite the fact that I left the country 33 years ago. Here is one thing that I want to start with. To succeed as innovators and entrepreneurs in our part of the world, we first have to acknowledge the cultural barriers. I would say in our culture, risk-taking is not necessarily encouraged, and I am here addressing this to the youth. I think it's important for the youth to change that mindset, because it's important for us to take more risk. And those who do strive to create their own businesses and ventures find there is a kind of limited support at the local and the national level, and I hope this can be changed with time. We need to push through these obstacles to succeed. However, I would say on a positive note, I am very encouraged and impressed by the work done by the Algerians team. You're giving hope for everyone in the country for a better future, and I have to commend you for what you are doing. This is extremely positive. Also, very briefly about our university, I have the privilege of leading the university that is known as a global leader in innovation and entrepreneurship. We are a very diverse campus in one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Toronto has people that are coming from everywhere in the world. And just to give you a perspective, Toronto is in terms of size, is the fourth largest city in North America. But the population of Toronto, which is now with the greater Toronto area, it's about 5 to 6 million. Half of the people were born outside Canada. So people are coming from different perspectives. And I think that's also is seen by the government as a positive thing, where the diversity is a strength. We describe ourselves at the university as problem solvers and innovators. We have about 46,000 students at the present time. Here is what I want to share with you. And the title of this slide here is Expanded Role of Universities. I would say all universities are being challenged to address the needs of society during a period of rapid change. And I would say the pandemic that is caused by the COVID-19 is an opportunity for people to think about how to address those challenges, but also how to change and change quickly. Universities must show that they are relevant and responsive. And I think that's the most important element, is that when you have a challenge, you see the opportunity behind that challenge. And we need to provide students the 21st century skills they need to succeed. It's not anymore a thing that we have been doing 30, 40 years ago. 21st century skills are very different. And I would say here, those skills include leadership, risk assessment, communication, collaboration, ambition, and creativity. And there are skills that society is in need of, but also employers are. Those skills are most valued by employers. Here are some details about what we do. We have developed in the last 10 years or so a very robust innovation ecosystem that has three parts. Education, of course, we have courses in entrepreneurship broadly across the university. And I want to make sure here that this is not just about the business school, it's about all areas, because entrepreneurship, it's a mindset, and you need actually to innovate in different areas, including social issues, because we need also to find solution to the social issues that we are dealing with. The second part is the faculty research. We want the research that's done by our researchers, our faculty members, to be relevant, to solve problems, and also we want to encourage them to have strong partnership with the companies around us. And the third one that I want to spend a few minutes just to explain, because it's a concept that is very unique, is a concept that we call zone learning. It's a hands-on experience that will help people develop startups, but also develop a mindset for them to be successful. So why an innovation ecosystem is needed? I would say the answer to the question is to create jobs, drive economic development and social change. And as I mentioned, it's not just about creating companies, or tech companies, but also ventures for the social change. And our innovation ecosystem comes from the ground up. It's not me as a president or rector of the university telling people what to do. My role is actually to be a facilitator more than anything else. But we want to give opportunities for students. The first aspect that I encourage people in Algeria is to trust students. Give them, open the doors for them, and they can surprise you with their ideas. So that's the kind of the fundamental thing that we have created in place to create opportunities for students. So zone learning is at the heart of what we do at our university. We have now, we started 10 years ago with one single innovation zone that has been very successful, and I will talk to you about it in a minute. But we moved this from one zone 10 years ago to 10 innovation zones. And sharing the slide with you, those are the innovation zones that are created in different and to deal with different industry needs. And at those zones, students apply coursework to real work experiences or projects, and they can interact with people from the university, but also with the external world. A lot of interaction, a lot of collaboration. It's happening at that level. Talking a little bit about how's this concept here, I would say that our innovation zones offer a variety of activities. The most important one is that is, I think, in my opinion, is very powerful, is one-on-one mentorship. I always give, when I'm asked to give an advice to a young entrepreneur, is the importance of having a mentor in their life or mentors. And this done because of our location in downtown Toronto, we have a lot of friends that are coming from the industry. They spend time with those young entrepreneurs, and they provide them with mentorship, with support, and so on. Also, we make sure that the zones have state-of-the-art workplaces and technology, so access to facilities and technological tools that they need to take their ideas to this next level. For everyone who wants to try out a new idea, create social change, or help grow a company, they will find that zone as a platform to start that concept. And the other thing that we have done, you don't have to be a student. We also open this to the youth from the city and from the country to come and spend time. And I can tell you, I had the pleasure to invite a number of young entrepreneurs from Algeria. We provided them with fellowship last 2 years, and some of them came back actually with their own startups. I just was recently in contact with one of them who is finalizing his PhD thesis at the University of Oran, and he spent 4 months in one of our zones, and then he took it to the next level. And I'm very proud to see that this has been a successful story that I'm sharing with you. Zones are where people come together to brainstorm, build things, start things. So the networking aspect also is extremely important. The other thing that I think is important is not everyone needs to be an entrepreneur, because as I said, we have 46,000 students. I can give you the number of people that are in the zones now. We have about 1,600 from our students that are embedded in those zones. We are not expecting everybody to really finish or exit with a startup, but at least the mindset will be there for them. So that's an important thing, because everyone can benefit from acquiring entrepreneurial skills. And zones have a kind of membership from a variety of people. 3 categories here, as you can see on the slide. It creates a community. So people passing through, anyone can come and attend some of the activities of a zone. So that could be just for one event or different type of events. The second one, we have the contributors. So anyone who is registered for a recurring event offering. We have some people who are doing internship. We have co-op students that are also creating startups. And then we have the creators, we have the researchers, we have companies that are there to be part of this ecosystem. So what are the benefits of acquiring an entrepreneurial mindset? The attributes of these slides are typically associated with entrepreneurship. And I'm not putting anything new here. If you go to any reference about entrepreneurship, they will talk about those attributes like perseverance and grit, risk assessment, adaptability, curiosity, collaboration, and others are key to success in entrepreneurship, and skills that you need to learn through this journey. So we give this kind of platform of network of 10 zones as a kind of journey for people to acquire those skills, and if they can come up with a new idea and create their their startup, that would be a perfect thing for us. And that's what we want everybody to acquire and open the door for those people. So that's exactly the concept that we have in place. And now I mentioned that 10 years ago we started with DMZ, or Digital Media Zone. It has been a big success story. So this is the mother of those 10 zones. It's a world-class incubator and accelerator that was launched exactly 10 years ago. We are celebrating the 10th anniversary this year. It's ranked the #1 university-based incubator in the world. And then you can see just through this slide the number of startups that have been created since 2010, 451 startups. And those startups have raised more than $740 million. But the most important thing is the creation of jobs. You see from this slide here, the number of jobs created by those entrepreneurs. So this is why I'm talking about mindset. It's not anymore about the mindset of our university sector where you go for credentials and you look for a job. This journey will take you through the process of entrepreneurship where you create jobs for yourself and for others. And I think that's the most important thing that we benefit from through this journey that I said for the last.
Mohamed, any les questions? We have a lot of questions, so
you have a lot of questions. So I'll try to the last two slides just to summarize this. This is actually this company called Magnet was born out of this system. What is Magnet? And I will be very brief here. It's a startup that started 10 years ago in the DMZ. And actually, it's a platform that is connecting students in the university and college system all over Canada, not just our university. It was created at our university. And then we create this link between the industry and the universities in Canada and the college system in Canada. And this is really it's a kind of a vehicle to create collaboration. But as you can see from the slide here, this is a component of the importance of collaboration with industry. We hear a lot here in Canada that we have some companies that cannot find enough skilled workers in some specific areas. I can talk about cybersecurity, I can talk about data analytics, big data. So the company actually create that link between the students in the university sector and then companies. And it gives actually a platform for finding opportunities for students. My last slide here with you is with one job posting, employers can see candidates from dozens of universities across Canada because of the platform. And also students can highlight their classroom and experiential learning as qualification for the job, and this will open the door for them. So I will stop here.